Hi there. Welcome to today's exploration of history, culture, and language, where we uncover the stories behind notable events, remarkable individuals, and the words we use every day. On this January 15th, we celebrate creativity, innovation, and resilience with highlights ranging from the enduring influence of empires to groundbreaking contributions in music and technology. Stick around for a deep dive into today's word of the day, some fascinating anniversaries, and a closer look at a rock anthem that broke the mold. Let's get started. Hi there, and welcome to This Day in History for January 15th. January 15th is the 15th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, with 350 days remaining to the end of the year, 351 in leap years. Today's word is empire. Empire can be a noun or an adjective. As a noun, empire refers to a group of nations, territories, or people under the rule of a single sovereign authority, often an emperor or an empress. Empire can also mean an extensive or powerful enterprise or domain under a single authority, such as a corporate empire. Empire may also refer to a specific historical empire, such as the Roman Empire. Example sentences could be, the Roman Empire was one of the most influential civilizations in history, or her business skills helped her build a global empire of fashion brands, or the British Empire once spanned continents, influencing politics, culture, and trade. As an adjective, empire refers to the style popular in France in the early 1800s as regards clothing and decorative styles. Some example sentences could be, she wore a lovely empire gown to the gala, or she loved the curves and rich fabric of the empire sofa, or the dining room was furnished in the empire style, complete with ivory inlays and richly carved wood. The word empire comes to us through Middle English, Old French before that, originally from Latin, where it meant to command. First known use of the word empire as a noun is in the 1300s, and as the adjective describing those French styles in the 1800s. Empire. Today's word empire was suggested by YouTube viewer at Roberta Reel 7980. Thanks, Roberta. And if you have a word you'd like to see in this Word of the Day segment, drop it in the comments. We'll take a look at it. And with that, this is the birthday of minister, civil rights activist, and Nobel Prize laureate Martin Luther King Jr., born January 15, 1929 in Atlanta, Georgia. He was assassinated on April 4, 1968, and I certainly have talked more in depth about him several times in previous episodes. I'll leave a link in the description for you if you want to check some of those episodes out. Harry Nilsson was an American singer-songwriter who made a significant impact on the music scene in the late 1960s, early 1970s. Born in Brooklyn, New York in 1941, he later moved to Los Angeles, where he balanced a job as a computer programmer with his burgeoning passion for music. Nilsson's unique talent lay in his ability to blend genres seamlessly, incorporating elements of rock, pop, and Caribbean sounds into his work. He was also known for his innovative vocal overdub experiments and a fondness for the Great American Songbook. One of Nilsson's most notable achievements was his success without extensive public performances or tours, a rarity among major pop rock artists. His 1971 album, Nilsson Schmilsson, was a commercial triumph featuring hits like Without You and Coconut. Additionally, his rendition of Fred Neil's Everybody's Talkin' gained widespread acclaim after being featured in the film Midnight Cowboy, earning Nilsson a Grammy Award. Despite his aversion to live performances, Nilsson's music resonated with audiences and fellow musicians alike, leading to close friendships with members of the Beatles who once referred to him as their favorite American artist. We mention Harry Nilsson today on the anniversary of his passing. He had a heart attack in 1993 and survived that, but I think he recognized that his days were numbered. He asked RCA to release a boxed set retrospective of his career and set about to get one more album out. He passed before that last album could be released, but it was eventually released in 2019 as Lost and Found. Rest in peace, Harry Nilsson. On January 15, 2001, Wikipedia was launched and received its very first edit. Remarkably, that same day, Creative Commons registered their website. Creative Commons developed the free and open copyright system that Wikipedia relies on, making Wikipedia an operative example of the free media movement championed by Creative Commons. Adding to the celebratory mood of the season is Public Domain Day, which occurs on January 1st of each year and honors creative works entering the public domain as copyrights expire at the close of the previous year. Great sources for researchers, content creators, and the intensely curious. Now, two things. One, I'm pretty sure everyone knows how to find Wikipedia, but if you're not familiar with Creative Commons or Public Domain Day, I've included links in the description. And two, the copyright status of works is not uniform around the world, so be sure to check your country's laws before using newly freed material. Now, we've talked about Harry Nilsson before, usually around the time of his birthday in June, and of course, I wanted to talk about one of his songs today. A few tunes popped into my head. Interestingly, one of them wasn't even one of his songs. Not sure what that was about, but one was Without You, and we have talked about that one before. I'll leave a link to that episode. Today, though, we're going to talk about Jump Into the Fire. This one appears on his 1971 album, Nelson Schmilson, and it's a high-energy rocker track that showcases his versatility and willingness to experiment. Heretofore known for his soft melodic pop hits, Nilsson surprised fans with his electrifying departure into harder rock territory. Featuring prominent bass lines by Herbie Flowers and a memorable drum solo by Jim Gordon, the song creates a driving, hypnotic rhythm that mirrors its themes of passion, urgency, and reckless abandon. Nilsson's raw, wailing vocals add an element of chaos and intensity, elevating the track to a standout in his discography. Lyrically, Jump Into the Fire expresses the exhilaration and risks of fully immersing oneself into an intense experience or relationship. Its repetitive structure builds tension, giving it a sense of urgency and spontaneity. The track became a cultural touchstone when it was featured in Martin Scorsese's Goodfellas during a pivotal sequence, cementing its place in rock and cinematic history. Audacious and unforgettable. Jump Into the Fire by Harry Nilsson. Link in the description. Well, there you go. Thank you for spending your time with me, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow as we keep learning and exploring together. Until next time, take care, practice a little kindness, and stay curious. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That playlist lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include a link to my blog page. It's called No Really. You can also find me on Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey. All those links in that description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.